Hi, everyone. I'm back. I'm sorry. The first video, internet interruption was disturbing it, and we went offline. So I was saying, it's been a long time that I haven't been online, and many of you have been contacting me wondering what's going on, why you not showing up, is everything okay? So I just, this video this evening is for three major things that why I came online. Want to reassure you that I'm fine, and I'm pressing on, I'm good, and to share with you the good news that I am pregnant, so that you don't hear it from someone else or anywhere else or anyhow else. It's coming from the horse's mouth. I'm pregnant, and I have been since December. So I would say, like I said, pregnancy is not my strongest link. Being pregnant is not my strongest link. It's really this, the morning sickness really deals with me, and it's been dealing with me since January. So that's why I haven't been online. I've been, very sick, and down, dealing with the whole pregnancy thing. So if you're a mom or someone who has been around someone who do have morning sickness when they are pregnant, you will really understand what I'm talking about. It's all worth it, looking at my kids, and it um it really gives me hope that very soon I'll be carrying, my I'll be carrying my, my precious little one in my hand. That's a very good feeling, it gives to motherhood. So, and I want to thank all of you who have been checking on me, and all my friends, sisters, colleagues, and business associates who have been looking out for me and wanting to know what's up and trying their best to help in any way. So thank you so much. And that brings me, straight on to the main topic for today, which is, this year the hashtag or the campaign tag for women has been Press for Progress. And that has left me for a long time thinking, what is Press for Progress? What is progress? What progress are we pressing for? What do we want as women? And I look at it in so many ways. First of all, I'm looking at it from the point of, family, and I'm relating this thread to my people. To when I say my people, I mean Africans, Caribbeans, whatever you call yourself, black people, people of color, wherever you are, as women of color, or African women, Caribbean women. What does progress mean to us? In terms of family, my men, what I call progress is when there's progress in the family. And you wouldn't call it progress if there is not harmony, there's no peace, there's no suitable environment for our children to grow in, where there is no family tradition for the children to really start their life, and to learn how to associate with the society and build themselves up. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is, recently there's this will I say trend of single motherhood, which has become like something of heroic for people. I'm not trying to diss any woman who is a single mother. My mom was a single mother. I was brought up by my mom who was a single mother due to, separation, marriage separation, and, domestic violence and things like that. So, what am I trying to say about single motherhood? Single motherhood is something that happens out of mistake. So let us not celebrate it. Yes, we celebrate the women who, despite the odds that they face in their marriage or something, they ended up bringing up their children all by themselves. So we celebrate the strength of those women, but we shouldn't celebrate the act of being a single mother. It's not normal. You know, a child needs the presence of the father and the presence of the mother. As a woman, you cannot provide everything a child needs. You can only provide the mother, the maternal, care. So that is why when we say press for progress, can we start thinking in the point of pressing for progress within our family traditions, within pushing for good relationship between our men and our women, so that we can have healthy relationships, so that we can begin to look into why are we having family disintegrations, why are there so many women bringing up children all by themselves. Honestly, the last 3 months has had me thinking so much. If I didn't have the kind of husband I have, if I got involved with a man and just got pregnant and that's it, and I'm on my own, single mother, whatever thing that is being provided by the government or whoever to me, there's nothing anyone would have given to me that will replace how my husband has been a huge support at this time. So I began to wonder, how do these women do it? I see some women, they have 3 kids, 4 kids, sometimes they're still pregnant, they say they're, single. I said, how do they cope? Because I can't see myself coping, without my man there. Look at the weather here now. Look at the weather in England, throughout since November or even October. It's been really very cold, treacherous in a way that there are certain things as a woman, you need care. You need a man to care for you. You need a man to reassure you. You need a man to hold your back. You need a man to, days that you are not able to. You need a man who is going to be there to pamper you. We need it as women, regardless of how strong we want to be, regardless of what we call equality or whatever. Equality shouldn't remove that man and woman relationship. So when a man loves a woman, or when a woman is in a loving relationship, and you see your husband, your boyfriend, your man, whoever it is to you, caring for you, it gives sense of reassurance. It gives you peace of mind. It gives you health. It gives you sound mind. And that is it. And that is the first point of progress. That is the first point of progress. Let us get it right with our families. Let us not be, jumping around with any, every bandwagon that comes across, and we jump into it and start campaigning. See, of course we have to talk about, the society and, the society oppressing women and things like that. But let it not become men versus women issue. Of course, there are bad men out there. There are, but at the same time, we should also remember that we have men who are our brothers, our fathers, our sons. And as women, we have to see these people from that point of view. We need to put up our, debate and our issues and have discussions with them. And which is why, like, there are so many organizations, there are so many campaigns. So when we are campaigning, what are we actually campaigning? Are we actually campaigning to, to fight men, or to, make men become uncomfortable with women or something? No. Our campaigns should be healthy, the ones that will teach men how to handle us, how to be with us, how to love us, how to cooperate with us, how to work with us, how to understand us. Most men are ignorant of how to deal with a woman. because they never were brought up in that area, or they've been misinformed. So your relationship with a man, you are like an advocate for women to teach men how, the best way they should treat a woman, given that, yes, we are all humans, but we are built differently. Men and women are built differently for different purposes. That can never be, removed from creation. So men and women are built differently, because there are different reasons why both of us, all of us are created. So those purposes has to be there and therefore must be respected. So women, our aim is to get men to respect our role in the society, in the family, and everywhere, and respect our, our contributions, our input. Therefore we be able to create a harmonious family, society, and nations as well. So until we women we get it right, it's gonna be very difficult. I say that because women, we gave birth to men, and it is the men that we bring up that we end up with. So it's the men that we give birth to and we raise up that we end up with, whether is it in the politics, or in the business world, or in marriage, in relationships, in schools. These are men who were brought up by women. So what is wrong? So it's something that we really need to, look into. And that brings me to the next topic, which is, when we say press for progress, can it be, press for economic progress, especially within Afro-Caribbean Black community or people of color community? However you want to identify yourself, so that you understand what I'm talking about. There's a lot of things going on, and to be honest, the Black Panther movie has really shown us what your pound can, the power of your pound, what it can do, what it can change. I think we've reached the point where, complaining and marching about and all those things no longer serves us any right. Now we know what to do. We know now to put our, our hand where our mouth is. We, at this point, I don't think anyone should be telling you to buy from your local businesses, from your small businesses. I don't like to use the word support. I've said it before. I don't like to use the word support because it removes the substance of running business within our community. So let me not say support. Why is it still, difficult for us to, to routinely and casually, the way we buy from any other person and any other places, why is it still difficult for us to buy from each other? Why is it still difficult for us to collaborate? Why is it still difficult for us to, do proper business with each other? We keep on fighting ourselves, competing, within ourselves, competing, trying to replicate what another person is doing. There are so many ideas out there. There are so many people to reach out to. Within our community, let's say Nigeria community, we have more than 2 million Nigerians in this country. So if as a Nigerian, for example, you have a business, you have more than 2 million people to target if your niche is Nigerians, let alone the Caribbeans, so we have so many people. Why are we trying to grab, you're looking to grab clients from your friends, you add somebody on Facebook, the next minute they're trying to, find out how are you doing this, and they're trying to steal whatever idea they think they can steal. You don't steal ideas. You don't steal anybody's ideas, because people are different. Learn to work with each other. Learn to put your hands where your mouth is, which is one of the reasons, I started this. Divas of Color. Divas of Color is an opportunity for women especially women of color in business, for them to be able to find, a platform where they can, not just sell their product, but position their product for, for global market. There are so many trade shows and events where you can exhibit your products and all that, but the mindset here is different. The mindset here is, now when you look now, I see a lot of black women who have their own business, but they can't get their products into the high street shops. Sometimes you end up with your products in your hand, you don't know what to do. Now social media is so saturated, the competition is too tough. What do? You're gonna have the shelf life of your products, is gonna expiration date is coming. So what are you gonna do? So we created these platforms for people to, showcase their products and be able to meet, a certain kind of audience. And it is our responsibility to help these brands, these businesses owned by our women who are working so hard. It is our responsibility to come out and support them, if that's the word you want to use. Come and discover brands. These brands are so authentic, so natural, so organic, handmade, and high quality products. Unfortunately, these high street shops don't want to take them. But with the power of your pound being spent on using these products, discovering these products, which are specifically, most of the times, made to target you, made for your skin. These are people who understand how your own body works. And they make products specifically for you. Now, if you're not coming to buy these products, how do you want these women to sustain these businesses, for them to be able to compete in the global market? I was actually saying, to be honest, this time around, we shouldn't even be aiming to have our products in the high street shops. Our aim now with Divas of Color and the brands that exhibit on Divas of Color is to own the high street. That is the aim. The aim is no longer to please anyone, to accept your products or accept us or see us as consumers of products that they need to stock. No, this time around, the aim is to own this high street. But that cannot happen if we are not able to replicate what is happening with Black Panther movie. Let this magic that is happening with Black Panther not end with just the hysteria of movie and going to theaters and dancing afterwards, and that's it. We need to continue to replicate this wherever you see, a black-owned business and a progressive, project that is putting the black economy in the forefront. You shouldn't even think twice. You shouldn't think twice. Now, think about this. Let's say if we have 10 major brands thriving in our community, do you think it's going to be hard for our children to get jobs? Do you think our children are going to continue to be numbers, statistics of unemployment? We can talk about knife crime. Our children are being slaughtered on the street, gang crime and all those kind of things, racism. We can talk about it as much as we want until we learn to build our own economy, have economic strength, where our children no longer have to finish school and start looking for who they're going to serve, and start looking for jobs that they'll be paid peanut and treated anyhow, where they'll become second citizens or even third, where even if they have the highest qualifications, once their name is shown, their name are gonna be their CV will just be put on a waiting list, forever and ever. They keep waiting. Don't you think that if we build the businesses especially businesses, all these small businesses that our black women are forging up, ahead with. If we put our strength in them, if we put our pound in them, if we begin to buy these products, you will see how they will begin to progress and begin to begin to expand and to meet most of our needs. I was speaking at a small gathering recently, and some of the people were saying, "Oh, why they don't want to buy black business, buy from the black people, blah blah blah. It's so expensive and blah blah blah." I look at them, I say, "Look, when you buy limited edition products, you don't even think about it. Sometimes even things on the high street are so expensive, the quality is rubbish." They're all like, if you buy like skincare products in the high street, most of them are all chemicals. You don't even think twice. This era of cancers and so many different allergies all over the place, we don't even know how we're getting ourselves involved in these things. But these women, they come out, they brew products that are organic, they are natural, they have not been tampered with. High quality products, but we look down on it because it's just a sister. Therefore you say, "Oh, it's expensive," but you can afford to buy Gucci, buy products that people who don't even care about you, and you buy these things regularly and you show them off. But then when it comes to even spending £10, £20 on a product your brother or sister is selling, you start giving so many excuses. You have a lot of reasons why not. But in a day, almost every day, you go to McDonald's, you buy poison and put inside inside yourself or children. Spend £50, £100 without even checking how much you're spending. So we really need to begin to rethink what we are doing, especially for women. Women, what progress are we pressing for? Can we begin to press for more economic progress in our families and communities? Can we begin to press for more, family cohesion progress? Can we begin to press for peace, and harmony for our families? That is the progress we need. Nothing more, nothing less, regardless of what is anybody saying out there. You don't have to jump on every bandwagon. We need to understand and keep our eyes grounded on the specific issues that affect us as a community right now. We need to think, what are the main things that we need to focus on? It's not any wind that comes, we jump and follow the wind and keep, shouting and going. For me personally, I still say it. The energy you are going to use to be jumping about, marching the street, shouting, and these days that's an opportunity for people to start saying vulgar things in the name of being women and being free and whatever they want to call it. We forgot the treasure that a woman is. We forgot the things that a woman stands for. So what I'm trying to say is this: within the last 3 months, or within these 3 months that I've been pregnant and I've been dealing, morning sickness has been dealing with me. It has really made me to think more and deeper into things and seeing the benefits of having harmony in a family, having around you a man who really loves you, a man who really understands you, a man who really wants to listen and see where he comes in. That is the progress we need to be pressing for. And when a man and a woman comes together and decide to do something, decide to run their own businesses, you can see the magic happening. These are the things we need to continue to press for, so that once our families begin to grow, both economically, spiritually, quality of life, everything, you will see it automatically transcending on our streets. You will no longer see our children slaughtering themselves. And that is a very painful thing. This is, sometimes I tell people blame government all the time. It's not true. It's not government. It's parents. Until we learn to sit down and think, what is our role in the lives of our children? When you have a mother who works 12 hours and you have a father who works 12 hours, what time do you dedicate for your children? How do you know where they are? How do you monitor what they're doing? How do you supervise them? How do you direct them? If you're not there for your children, then the people on the street will direct them. So we need to begin to learn how to prioritize things and learn the things that are more important. We need to know at what point we need to chase what. You can't have children who are still, who are still less than teenagers, who are still young children, and you want to be working 24 hours. You come back, you're so tired. The only thing you can give your children, you pacify them with iPads and all. You don't even know what they're doing online. Sometimes when you come home, you sleep off, you are too tired, you don't know where your children are. Your teenagers are all over the place. Sometimes I come out on the street, I see our young boys. 6 p.m., 7 p.m., they're still on their school uniform, they're shouting on the street, making a hell of noise, and I feel ashamed for us. These are the children that we are looking forward that they are going to continue the legacy. What have we left for them? What are we teaching them? Where are the parents? Sometimes some women deliberately make sure that their marriage or their family is not at peace so that they can say, oh, they are single parents. Then some fathers deliberately make life so difficult for their wives so that they can be doing whatever they want and they won't be responsible in taking care of the children. Then we come out and we shout, oh, government, this and that. We will always reap what we sow. So the point here is, let us press for the right things. Let us press for the right things. Let us press for family cohesion, love, peace. Let us press for peace and harmony in our family for the sake of our children, for the sake of the community, for the sake of progress. And once we have achieved this, once we have achieved good family settings, then you will see how it will transcend into our community and our economy and our spirituality. As a people, let us not continue to be acting like lost sheep. Anything that goes, we jump on. Any campaign that goes about, any negative thing that comes up, it targets you people and everybody jumps on it and we rationalize it and we keep moving. No time to sit down to think. No time to lay foundations for the younger ones. We chase material things, from one point to another. We think is, look at now, there was a time when games, what's it called, the Xbox 360, all those kind of things. Look at the result now, our children killing themselves without even thinking. A child will come out with a knife in his pocket. For what? The next minute he's ready to stab another child. So this is we really need to look back inwards, look at ourselves and see what we have, the damage that we have been doing to our children, and begin to, change things and begin to press for real progress and leave out all this superficial nonsense that are going on. Recently, I heard what women are not asking for is to remove anything man from the man from vocabulary. What has that got to do with our progress? Are we going to change creation or story of creation? So if we are going to change that, that means we've been lied to all this while. So let us focus on the real things and deal with those real things and forget about frenzy, crazy ideas that are coming on. The most important thing is that we have healthy families who are going for healthy things that they want to achieve as a family, who are building roots for our children. And that is why divas of color is very important. It's very important for men and women, families to come out on the 24th of March to support women women who are striving to build their businesses, women who are, who are spending sleepless nights creating products, high quality products to reckon with, high quality products to be proud of. You need to come out and discover these products and begin to put your hands where your mouth, is. So that's the message for today, and part of this message is to encourage every woman out there, who is struggling with one thing or the other, or you want to start your own business and you want to do certain things, or maybe go back to school and things like that, and you have challenges. There's always going to be challenges. So I want to encourage you today. This video is partly to encourage you, women, like me. You see, like now, my challenge now is the morning sickness. You can see for the past 2-3 months now, I haven't been online to speak, about anything because it's been really terrible. But then at some point, you need to say, okay, enough is enough. You try to brace it up when you find a little strength to do things. So I'm trying to encourage every woman now. It's not easy to be a woman. We know that. It's not easy at all. Try to surround yourself with people who understand the issues, the things that women go through. There are specific things that we go through that we need to educate the men around us for them to understand how to, be of use and caring to us. And also, if you're trying to start your own business, and you're finding it difficult, I'm trying to let you know today that, see, you don't have to look a certain way to start. You don't have to be a certain way to start. You don't have to have a certain thing to start. You don't have to be in certain clique or have certain connections for you to start your business. It's time for you to press on, press for your own progress, find your own way, believe in your idea, believe in what you can do. Be head on with it. Start on and keep going and be stubborn with it. Be stubborn with it. Let no one misdirect you. And finally, I want to thank all of you. I haven't even had time to really promote my book, Tune In, which came out last month. So Tune In has just come out, and people, you ladies and gentlemen, have been ordering and buying the book. It's on Waterstone. It's not on Amazon yet. I'm doing an experiment with my own book. So it's not on Amazon, it's on Waterstone and many other, bookstores online where you can order the copies. So there are a lot of tips that I've shared, although I shared mostly my life in the book, but then I've also shared the steps that I'm taking to build my businesses, the challenges I've been through, the way we've been able to, the lessons that I've learned, and how I've been applying those lessons to move ahead. Like there is a place where it says finding success, the lessons, the power of mentorship, how to build the skills, expect the challenges, then no need to fear. These are topics in the book. My 3 pieces of advice for startups. You can see I've used my own self to tell you a lot of things. You can get a lot of these are nuggets that you can tap into and use for your own self. It is never easy. Sometimes we keep on looking for mentors or looking for coaches and all that, but books are your highest coaches. When you pick up a book, you know your goal, you know what objective you want for yourself. Then when you're able to pick up a book and read it to get that knowledge, that is when you know that you're serious. So it's only £8.50. It doesn't not even £10, just £8.50. If you want it, tune in. You can inbox me, send me a message, and ask for it. Then we'll be able to take you from there. So that's it from me today. I expect to see most of you at the Divas of Color Festival on the 24th of March, just 3 weeks from now, if you can. If you can't, well, look out for the women who are showcasing their businesses. Look out for them on our social media or website and all that, so you can connect with these women and buy products from them and continue to patronize them, so that they can thrive in their business and therefore ease out the poverty and unemployment in our community. So thank you for listening. No need to continue to waste your time more and more and more. Myself, I'm already tired. So good night and stay blessed. Whenever I'm able, I'll come back again and we'll continue to chat. Thank you.